Okay, Comrade John.
Okay, here we go. Moosen Spiel.
This is Moosen Spiel. We're playing Papers, Please.
Yes, we're playing a so we're doing a bit of a special thing today. Hold off on that just for a second.
Oh.
We're doing a special thing today for Moosen Spiel. We're actually going to be evaluating a really awesome game called Papers, Please from an educational perspective. There's been a lot of talk lately about how to actually match video games up with the classroom, and I think a lot of us grew up with video games in the classroom as a sort of segmented kind of like now we're gonna have computer time where you go to the computer lab and just play like math games, little math animation games. That is not really terribly effective, and so
I remember growing up we had to play typing games.
Yeah. Oh, and just to introduce people, this is JD in case you don't know him. This is JD. He's my friend, and he helps out with the channel. It's basically his channel actually, but so. Yeah, so people had to do stuff like typing games or like, they sort of like stuff that wasn't terribly educational. It was more just like, let's play games and pretend to have some educational component to them. But there's a lot more there's a lot more that you can do with computer games in the classroom, and one of the main things that people point out is just how immersive computer games can be. And there are certain disciplines that actually demand an immersive sort of situation here. And Papers, Please is a wonderfully immersive game. Go back to English. What are you doing?
I want to play off Deutsch.
Yeah, go back to English. Okay, so this game is it would fit perfectly well into any 20th century history classroom because this game explores totalitarianism, and not just how totalitarianism actually functions, what it feels like to be in a totalitarian regime, what it feels like to be a cog in the wheel in a totalitarian regime. So we're gonna play somebody at a border control checkpoint who is in charge of processing people's passports. That sounds simple enough. However, go back to new. We're going to do a new game.
Absolutely.
So, and the game works day by day. So, congratulations.
Congratulations, comrade.
Yes, you get to go work at a border control checkpoint.
Hammer and Sickle, October 1982.
Yeah. Okay, so the October labor lottery is complete. So already we're learning they don't do jobs normally in this society. Your name was pulled. You get your job because there was a lottery, and we're seeing insignia being attached to this, and we're starting to realize that things are a bit weird here. It's 1982, time 30 something years ago at this point, and we got a labor lottery, and so and so already we're seeing that this is going to be a totally different situation. So click on next.
Absolutely, comrade. I will do anything you say.
Good. You're already being a cog in the wheel. Great. So, for immediate placement, report to the Ministry of Admission at Greston Border Checkpoint. These are all fictional places, but just so you know, this is going to be an Eastern European perspective, and that's not hidden at all. It is openly Eastern European.
You could not tell by accent it is more Russian or Eastern European.
Yeah. Okay. An apartment will be provided for you and your family in East Greston. Expect a Class 8 dwelling.
This reminds me a lot because I went to school in Germany for a little while, and they spoke on things like this, such as the East and West German laws and how it was so different.
That's right.
Yeah.
So they don't even say it, but like East and West Berlin has been changed to East and West Greston, right? And that's intentional. It's fully intentional. It is supposed to be that. And so I just want to point out that last screen. So it said a Class 8 dwelling. So we don't get to choose where we live. They gave us our place, and that's important. We're getting immersed in this situation. We're inhabiting a character. So glory to our Statska. We're showing full allegiance to the regime.
Glory to Statska.
Yeah, let's click on next.
Of course, comrade.
Okay, and this is our newspaper for the day. Greston Border Checkpoint opens at last, and we're the people who are in charge of the border checkpoint. So families are going to reunite. West and East Grestoners are actually going to be able to spend some time together. And
Eastern West Germany.
Yeah, wonderful
or in
thing,
this case,
right?
East and West Berlin.
There you go.
Yep. November 3rd, 1982.
Yeah, 23rd. November 23rd, 1982. So this is what our screen looks like right here. We've got what's happening on the top there. Our booth is on the left-hand side. See with the shutters and everything, and just to go over what's down there, we got our date. Can you just click on the point to the date? Yeah, that's a date, and our clock. We're gonna have a limited amount of time to process people. You see that giant line of people up there? We're gonna process about maybe 6 of them. In this entire day, we're gonna process maybe 6 of them.
How much do I get paid per person?
$5.
Oh.
$5 for every person you process. We got a microphone in the center there. We have a rule book. Let's pull out the rule book.
Yes, yep. Comrade.
So click on the basic rules.
Yes, comrade.
This is what we're doing for the day. Entrant must have a passport. Our Stotskin citizens only. So we're only admitting our own citizens. Now, we also get a daily bulletin. Can you click on the bulletin there? In the white?
Oh, this thing?
Welcome to your new position at Grestin Border Checkpoint. Stamp passport, entry visa, and return documents to entrant. Can you show us where the stamps are?
Aha.
These are our stamps that we get denied, we get approved. If we ever approve one and then later deny it, or if we deny it and then later approve it, it doesn't matter. It's denied, period. We can't stamp our own bulletin. We can only stamp passports. So deny all foreigners. You see that? Entry is restricted to our Stotskan citizens only. Deny all foreigners. Glory to our Stotska. And then we get a little bit more instructions here. Pay attention to passport nationality. And they're telling us about our booth. And we get a little bit of like news. That's our newspaper there. So let's put that away. Okay, last thing that I gotta say before we start. This game does get a little on the scandalous side. We did turn off the nudity, but there's no sexuality. No, the nudity is not sexual nudity. You'll see when it comes up, but it's not sexual at all. There is very, very light swearing, as in they'll say hell and damn. Okay, let's click on the... Let's get our first person out there.
John has forbidden me to swear, so anytime I swear, quarter must go in jar.
Yeah, yeah, no swearing. So this is our very first person at the checkpoint. We say papers, please, which is the name of the game.
Papier and bitter.
Finally, I can remember, yeah. So our Stotska, does that match our rules? Our Stotskan citizens only. Does that match our rules?
And the date, expiration, yes.
Expiration date is okay. Rules are okay. Yes. Now we're gonna give it back to her. Slow down a bit. We got to show people to.
No,
do.
glory to a Stotska.
Glory to our Stotska. Okay. Okay. Yes. Let's get our next person. Okay. Next. So let's check to see the nationality. Our rules are the entrant must have a passport. And our Stotskan
is not a Stotskan.
That's not our Stotska. What country is that?
Import.
Import. Okay, so let's deny it because they're not our Stotskan, and we'll send it back to them. Our Stotskans only. Okay, yeah.
Get out of here. Okay. Next. I might be speaking much German in this. Republia.
Well, I've waited in this damn line for 8 hours. I hope it was worth it. Don't go so quickly. Yes, Republia. Okay, so that's not our Stotskan, so we're going to return it. So, yes. Okay, our Stotskans only. Unbelievable. Go to hell. Already, we're getting the emotional kind of like we're getting the emotional
know the rules
intensity
before coming up to this booth.
Well, okay, you'll see how difficult that is, though. Okay, papers, please. These are simple rules right now. This game is about to get really complex. You see how empty the
1984 male. Okay.
Yeah, so it looks pretty good, right? Okay, we'll take it. Oh, wait.
Whoa.
Go back. Okay, you see the city? Let's check that city. Let's make sure the city is okay. So, that's our Stotska. Let's go into our rule book.
Orvuk Vanor.
Orvuk Vanor. We'll go to our rule book. Close that stamp thing. We got a regional map. We're going to click on the regional. We're going to click on our Stotska now. Those are all the different countries out there. Orvuk Vanor. Does that match up?
It does.
Okay, so we're good. We're good to give it back to them. Another thing we're going to have to do is match up our cities to our countries.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, when I had to do an immigration visa in Germany, I had to actually go to a specific city.
It was a mistake to open this checkpoint.
Wasting my time. That's
that
$5.
guy literally waited in line that whole time just to tell us off. That's the whole reason. So we're seeing the immersive elements come into play here.
Our Stotska, female, 1984, same
or
place.
Or Vec North, same place. Yeah, so...
You
can stamp your rulebook if you'd like to. It's better to stamp the passport. Okay, we'll give it back to her. Very good. We're running out of time in our day. It's gonna start blinking pretty soon, and that means that we're almost out of time for the rest of the day here.
Republia, well, I'm just denying right away.
Yes, Republia, because Republia is not...
It is
our
not
Stotskans
Stotska.
only, right? Yeah. And we see the person we admitted...
Oh no, it's blinking!
It's blinking. We see the person we admitted is already past the checkpoint. They're already going, and they're just walking right out. There,
Import.
Right? Oh! Import. Okay, yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I want to get a couple more people.
Yep.
Come on, walk faster, people.
So
time is money.
Okay, let's explain that part. You get paid $5 for every single person you process.
East Grestin. Uh-oh. I don't know.
No, that's right. Our thoughts got you had it on the page. East Grestin was there. We can approve this guy.
I was just making sure.
East Grestin is actually where you live. This city is called
No!
East Grestin.
No! I want
Okay,
one
so
more
that's
person.
so that's how many people you were actually able to get through in your day. Every time the day ends, we come to this page. This is our economy page. So we started off with a certain amount of savings, $30. Go over the savings, not over the people. Okay, so our salary, because we processed 9 people, we got paid $5 per person. Our salary is $45. So can you tabulate our expenses there, JD?
Rent was 20, food was 20, and heat was 10.
So $50. We made $45. We spent $50. We have lost $5 out of our savings after a full day of work. You can see. Don't do anything. You can see how much pressure this puts on us to actually process people. We are barely surviving right now. You know, we're actually not surviving. This is not sustainable. We're going to actually run out of time. Don't click on anything. I told you not to click on anything. Okay. So, we have the option of actually not eating for the day or not having heat for the day. So, if we turn one of those off, what we'll actually get is our savings will go up. And we'll actually be able to make money, but we won't eat for the day. And there's going to be repercussions for that. So we can actually save all that money, not have any food, not have any heat. And we'll save a lot of money, but there are going to be repercussions. And we can do that. Would you like to see what happens?
I would.
Okay, let's do that. So we're going to click on sleep. This is the end of the day.
My wife is okay. My son's okay. The mother-in-law.
Yeah, and our uncle's okay.
Uncle.
Yeah. So now we're going to click sleep. Yeah, good. So we get our bulletin for the very next day. The checkpoints of success are going to open it up to foreigners now. So now it's not just our Stotskins, it's anybody with a valid passport.
All right, November 24th.
1982.
Okay. This is a weird game, John.
It is. It's fantastic.
From today, foreigners with a valid passport are permitted to enter. Your booth's inspection hardware is now installed. I guess it's this thing.
That's right. So, yeah, that's right. Exactly.
Okay. Check all passport information carefully for discrepancies. Deny an entrant with inconsistent information.
Very good.
Okay. So, if I don't, say, inspect them or interrogate them, do I still get paid?
If you make a mistake, you're going to get a few warnings, and then they're going to start docking pay.
Enter inspect mode using the red button on your desk. While inspecting, highlight 2 pieces of discrepant information.
Yeah, if anybody gets through who's not supposed to get through, they'll let you know immediately, and you're going to see how that happens.
Highlight 2 pieces of discrepant information from inspect mode to enable interrogation. Okay.
Very good. That's the end of the news. Let's pull out a rule book.
What are our new rules today? Passport and current.
Very good. Yeah, absolutely.
Get this party on the road. Or in this case, to the checkpoint booth.
Yeah. Okay, so which nation is that? It looks like Oberstan.
Oberstan.
So, what are rules? Entrant must have a passport. All documents must be current. Is it current?
1984, yeah.
Everything looks good?
I don't know, Oberstan.
Okay, we can look it up. Very good. These are the issuing cities.
Lords. Okay.
So Lorndaz actually is in there. So let's send him on his way.
Cause no trouble.
Very good.
Okay. Papers. Saint Mermio Antegria. Okay. 1982. Oh, well, you're denied.
Whoa, hold on. Let's do it properly. Let's get our... Okay, yeah. So we've clicked on the expiry date because we noticed the expiry date was wrong. But don't go so quickly.
Well, I'm doing what I'm supposed to.
No, you're not. You're supposed to go slowly. I told you that a few times.
Must be a type error.
Okay, so basically what we've done is we've highlighted the discrepancy there. Yeah. And we've clicked on the date. Now we know that there's a discrepancy there because it's expired. So we're going to interrogate her. This document is expired. That must be a typographical error. She does not have a good excuse for it. So we're going to deny her.
Bam, bam. Okay.
Okay, yeah. And so she just goes away. She doesn't get to get into our country.
Glorian. That didn't sound familiar. Oh, it is.
Yep, it's okay.
And the date passes. Female. Oops. I didn't want to do that.
Yep, so everything's okay? So we're going to approve her. Okay, good. Okay.
Hooray. Man, I gotta do like 10 people minimum a day.
Yeah.
I'm meeting him soon. Arstotska, 1984.
So this person's got a backstory, doesn't she?
Yeah.
Not another huge one, but if you ever want to know what she's saying, do something for me. You see the microphone down there? Click on that. Click on the microphone and drag. Okay, in the center of our booth. Yeah, you got it. So click on it and drag that over. To our desktop. Yeah, there we go. So that's an actual audio transcript. Later on, we're actually going to start matching up their audio transcript with other things.
Ooh.
So this is actually going to come in handy later on because it's one of the ways that we can catch people who are faking it.
Aha.
So, yeah, let's... She looked pretty good, so we'll admit her. That's right.
Glory to Ostotska.
And she has a bit of an attitude too, right?
Yeah, she did.
And maybe that's helping us decide whether we want to admit her or not.
Let's see, Integria.
Okay,
Outer Grouse.
Well, hold on.
Okay.
Yeah, wait. Look at that picture
1983. That doesn't look like the same guy.
Does it? Okay, so discrepancies. Yeah, it's not the same guy.
It's an old picture. Oh, well, that's fair. That's probably right.
So it's up to you. I don't know what's going to happen. We can admit him. We cannot admit him. It's up to you.
I'll admit him.
We might get into trouble. Maybe not.
Oh, come on. People have like 15-year-old passports sometimes.
We got into trouble.
Oh, son of a bitch.
So that's what happens if we make a mistake. We get a citation. This one's only a warning. Later on, they're going to start costing us money. Hello, handsome. You look bored. If you want a good time, come see us. What did she give us? She gave us...
Pink Vice.
Yeah, she gave us a business card to her establishment. Really.
Stotska 84. Okay. Come on. So even if he has a good excuse, I'll still get cited for it.
Absolutely.
Ugh.
Doesn't that reflect doesn't that reflect like a real teaching moment though? Like we're learning right now that actually it doesn't matter what you think. You're not supposed to think you're an automaton. This is a totalitarian regime. Yeah, this is a totalitarian regime. You're an automaton. You're supposed to actually... Oh, look out. See that guy jumping over there? So this is another thing. This is another immersive element right here. We're learning about the situation that we're in. We're learning how different how different life is for these people than us. This guy's a terrorist. That's a bomb he's throwing. He just killed our guard. This is how tense the situation is at this particular checkpoint.
I think he was cut short by a terrorist attack. Tourist.
So the first thing I want to point out is on the right hand side. You see how everybody's cold and hungry now? Yeah. Because we didn't feed them. We didn't pay heat. And now, don't click on anything, because our son is sick, we're going to spend $5 in order to give him medicine. But let's remember, we did not spend $30 the day before on actually, we saved the $30 on food and heat. So maybe that was a good decision, because all we did is spend $5 on medicine. So that's a net profit of $25. We actually made a lot of money. But let's see how much money we made today. Our salary for today, $25. That doesn't come anywhere near close to covering our expenses. No, it did not. We're losing money real fast, despite the fact that we're working full time. So I don't know if we can afford to.
I think I should probably feed him.
I think we need to get fed. I think we need to get heated up. I think people are going to start dying otherwise, right?
I think you might be right.
Yeah. So we're going to make sure we actually do that.
Okay.
Yeah, and we're going to go to sleep. So we're now on day 3. Terrorist strike at Grestin. Kolechian agitators suspected. The backstory is that there's a war between Arstotzka and Kolechia, and that's why we're in the position that we're in, because there's a lot of terrorist activities between Kolechia and Arstotzka. So we got more guards, we're going to have more scrutiny, we're going to have more rules. And we're going to have to follow these rules in order to decide who to admit and who not to, because we don't like the fact that there are terrorists around here.
Life is rough.
Yeah, well, yeah. Yeah. It might be rough for us. Look at the people in the line.
Non-citizens is now relegated.
Yeah, that's right.
Regulated. Relegated.
Regulated, yeah.
Relegated, just like your favorite soccer team.
Yeah, all foreigners require a valid entry ticket, verify information, yeah, glory to Arstotzka.
Yada, 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 glory to Ostotska. Don't let them hear you say that.
Yeah.
Missing documents, okay. Alright.
Yeah, let's pull out a rule book, just make sure we have it handy.
Oh, now we require an entry ticket.
Now we require an entry ticket. Now we're going to be checking 2 pieces of paper. 2 papers, right?
Okay.
The passport and the entry ticket if they're foreign.
Okay, let me get my map up. Let's get this show on the road. Party time at the checkpoint. Checkpoint Charlie here. Oh, Saya Namba Tsunkaido.
That is a real place, just so you know. In this fake world, that is a real place.
1983. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, there's their ticket.
And does the ticket
25th?
match the date?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, November 25th is correct.
She's in. Time is money.
Yep. Let's hand
I
it
need
crap over.
to get paid. I need 10 people minimum. That was 1.
That's 1. Yeah, and so there's this real pressure to like actually perform quickly, right?
Yeah, there is. Great Rapid, I know that's a real place. United
It
Federation.
is.
Yeah.
It's all correct.
Okay.
Are we missing something?
Where's your freaking ticket, man?
Yeah, so you're gonna have to get the rule book out.
Ugh.
You have to go back to the rules. So you gotta close that.
On.
Go back to the rules.
Come on.
Isn't there that like there's that pressure, right? There's that pressure to move so quickly. Sorry, I have it here. There it is.
Okay, looks good.
Yeah.
He's in. God, wasting my time.
Yeah, give it all back to him. There's that pressure, right? You just get pissed off at people who just don't fit in, right? Anybody who offers any sort of like variation is a nuisance.
That's 2. Okay. That's
so
good.
we have another business card for
nice.
the strip club. Was the date okay on the entry ticket?
Yes.
Okay.
Impor Hyon.
That's correct. That's fine. Yeah.
All right.
I've actually memorized all the cities at this point, so I can just tell you that that's actually a correct city. I just want to make sure that we don't get bogged down in the details.
3.
Okay, yeah. Let's get another person through. Usually, I usually max out about 12 people a day. That's the most that I usually am able to get through is 12.
Republia Gensaradi.
I think that's okay. Let's check it out just to be sure. That might be wrong. Republia? Yep.
Republia.
Oh, no, it's wrong.
No, it's not. All right, you're denied.
Oh, no.
No, she denied.
No. That's not how we do it.
Oh.
Okay, you got to move the passport over. No. That's not. You got to be able to click on the city.
Oh, God dang it.
Okay.
And then what?
Click on the city. The city.
I did.
No, issuing city. Click on the name. There you go. Oh, yeah, click on it.
Oh, all right.
There we go. Okay. Your passport has false information. I do not understand. Okay, now we can...
That is not good enough for me.
Yeah, now we'll give it back to him. Don't forget his entry ticket. It's underneath your rulebook.
Oh.
See, you got to be organized with this, right? Like, there's a lot of little steps there. You can see what pressure you're under to perform because you got to make enough money to feed your family, right?
Indeed.
This is not a booming economy.
Probably Boston. Okay.
Let's check the entry ticket too.
And yep, looks
It's
good.
Okay, great. And you notice they're not giving you like really unrealistic dates. It's not like it's ever going to say 1992. It's just the date's going to be a little bit off by a couple days because it's realistic in that sense.
Skull's
a real place.
Oberstone. 84. Okay. Nope.
Wrong date, right? Yeah, let's get the discrepancy. Yeah. Find out if he's got a good excuse.
Is your mistake. Well, that's not good enough.
Yep, let's deny him. Even though he's humble, even though he's being kind about it, we're still denying him. He's still got to get out of here and go wait for the giant lineup again.
6. Tsunkaido. Impor. 84.
City is correct.
Okay. Yep, looks good.
Hold on, is he female?
Oh, it's not. Look at you catching things.
Discrepancy detected.
What is this question?
Yeah, so
he's not
there you
helping
go.
me out.
No, exactly. He's just showing indignation, right? So, yeah. Brings into certain ideas about gender because this is a gender binary thing, right?
Yeah.
Of course, because, this guy is our comic relief character. This guy is what brings a little bit...
Gloria Stotska.
Yeah, color to the
country.
game. Gloria Arcelsko, the greatest country. Okay, so what's the problem here? What rule has he broken?
He has no passport.
Basic rules. No. You gotta click on the desk. Yeah, there. Okay, and then the rule. Yeah, there you go. Okay, good. So interrogate him. Yeah. Where is your passport? Arcelsko's so great. Passport not required, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, a passport is required.
Okay, I hear you. I come back again.
So even the sense of humor is a very Eastern European style of humor, right? This is not that's not the type of humor that we normally get out of the North American style of humor. This is a thoroughly couched in the Eastern European style game. It was done by one guy. It was literally one guy who generally works on bigger name games. Does he? What rules is he breaking? Yeah, you got it. That's right. Okay.
It was lost. Well, that's not good enough. Bye-bye.
Yeah, and so he's gone. We might have made our quota of 10. We might have gone to 10 people.
No,
today.
I think it was 8.
Oh, okay.
Vendor, Kolechia.
It's good. Let's just check the ticket.
Looks good.
And just so you know, because I've played this game a lot, I've gotten really good at being speedy. I always approve it. The very first thing is I approve it, and then I check to see if it's okay. Because as soon as I realize, because that's so much faster.
Oh,
okay,
what?
Wrong expiry date. So there was a wrong expiry date somewhere there.
No.
Okay, Arstotzka.
84 looks good. Arstotzka. Okay.
Orvek Vernor is good. Yep. Great. But doesn't it feel so bad to get it wrong, too?
Oh. Get citation out of there. What
Invalid
the?
issue. Okay, wrong city. The city was actually wrong.
This is no good. Oh, all right. Oberston.
Is that male?
Megaris. She doesn't look that.
And the name is Andrea, so I would say no.
Andrea.
Yeah. Let's interrogate. As the document says, I don't think that's good enough. You're going to see it gets a little bit more complicated as our booth gets upgraded. I would deny it. Yeah. You're going to see what happens as our booth gets upgraded. And you can give it back because the ticket doesn't mean anything now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're starting to feel the pressure, right? Like we got to perform.
2 in a row.
Exactly, right? Like it's crazy. But we also 2 is not enough.
Hey, I got my 10 though.
That's right. You got your 10. We can pay all of our expenses. We don't have to like lose food or heat or anything like that. You can choose to like not eat anyways, and then you save the money. That's up to you.
I'm doing that.
But you notice how it's like, and now your family, and you can picture in your head, you have family members who are ticked off that you're being greedy.
No, I mean we're saving money for the greater good. Just in case one day we only let 5 in.
So maybe they understand. Maybe they're used to these conditions, right?
I think they should be.
Absolutely.
Next day?
Next day.
Oh.
Black market activity explodes. Government blames lax immigration controls. Checkpoint expansion postponed. So nothing really serious. Nothing that really.
So it'll probably be about the same thing then.
Yeah, it's going to be about the same. It's just going to get a tiny bit more complicated.
Okay.
We see our heavy retinue of guards.
I don't know. Wasn't there more the day before?
Nope. This is
stricter credential requirements have been instituted. Must show their ID card.
That's right. Now we need ID cards.
And foreigners must secure and present a valid entry permit.
So no more entry tickets. We're going to start doing entry permits now.
It's not too different than what the United States has right now.
It's not. It really isn't, is it?
No, it's not. It's been added to your rulebook. Okay.
So let's get the rulebook out just before we start, just because it's always good. So these are our rules. We need ID cards. Our Tuscan citizens must have ID cards, and then we need entry permits
current
now.
Documents. Citizens must have an ID card. Foreign requires permit. All right.
And let's get competitive about this. Let's try to see how many people we can get through today.
All right.
We see that giant long lineup. They're not going anywhere. They're waiting for us to do our job. All of this entire thing is depending on us.
Oh my God.
He says he's visiting for 12 weeks. Is 3 months equal to 12 weeks?
Yes.
Did he lie to us?
No.
Okay, so he's visiting for 12 weeks. Good. Wait, check the expiry date. 1208. Is that okay? Does the passport number match? Does the name match?
Yes.
Okay, we're good. Yeah, that one's okay. He's male. That's all correct. Okay, yeah, we're good.
Oh, Jesus Christ. This is going to take forever.
That's right. That's right. It's going to
I'm
start...
not going to get 10 people like this.
Well, I usually get around 12, usually, per day.
Man.
Arstotzka, so he's a citizen. Does he have a citizen card? He does. Let's check the weight. We can match our weight. 79 kilograms. You see it on your booth, in the bottom right of your booth. 79.
Oh,
we do have... Oh, the name's different. No, the name's the same.
And East Creston. Okay.
Yeah. And you can also see... Whoa, hold on. What does the height say?
188 centimeters.
Is this guy... Look at the booth there. Is he at the 188 centimeter line?
No.
Okay, let's discrepancy that.
Oh, God.
That's right. Perhaps my shoes are different. So now we can do something where we fingerprint him. Just to see. Give that to him. We'll match the fingerprints. Do those look the same?
Yes.
I would say no. Let's discrepancy them.
Oh, these two.
I'd say they're all pretty different, actually. Discrepancy detected. And maybe they're gonna let us do this next step. Okay, no, not yet. Okay, now we just deny him. That's just a straight up denial. At some point soon, we're going to start detaining people who have
God.
who have forged or like false things, and that's going to be a whole issue unto itself. It's going to open up this whole other possibility: what happens to people who are detained, and we're never going to figure that out. It's just not going to tell us. We just literally never see them again. We send people on to like never
Entry
be seen
ticket.
again.
Well, we don't accept this anymore.
Yep. And how do we know? Because we got our rules, but you're covering the rule with your entry ticket. Yeah, it's got that. Yeah, it pays to be so organized, right? It pays to be, yeah. Not good enough.
Nope.
Let's get rid of him.
Bye-bye.
Ticket is not enough anymore. Get a permit. And now he's mad at us. I paid good money for a ticket. So did he actually earn the ticket or did he buy it?
Ah.
He bought it, right? Bribery. Corruption is at play in this situation.
Okay. First house got stream appointment 3 months, 12/25, 83.
How long is this? Oh, wait, I remained for just 2 days. You see that? You see how she just said, I remained for 2 days?
Oh, I didn't see that.
Okay, let's pull up the audio transcript. You gotta pull it onto your desk. Yep, there we go. I remained for just 2 days. What does that say? What was the duration on her entry permit say?
3 months.
Okay, let's get the discrepancy. Okay, throw away the audio transcript. Okay, so she changed her answer. It reflects on our audio transcript. That's fine. We can still admit her.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we can still admit her. She says, "Oh, I just made an error." You can throw the audio transcript back in. Yeah, great. Is everything else okay? Because there could be 2 errors. It looks like the passport numbers match, the names match. That is a real city, just in case you're wondering.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that is a real city. It actually is okay. We can send everything back to her, send her on her way, and make sure we hit that quota because we want to be sure we can feed our family.
Oh, we are not getting that quota.
Gives you a bit of an appreciation for it. Like all the crap that these people have to go through. Okay.
Okay, that matches.
6 months, yes. Date of birth. Yep, date of birth makes sense. It all seems to be pretty good, doesn't it?
Enter by... No.
Oh, we found a discrepancy. She took too long to enter. And what kind of excuse is she going to give us? This document has expired. Please let me pass. My son is waiting. Do we let her through because she has family on the other side? Or do we say, are we the cold, heartless bureaucrat?
I'm a cold, heartless bureaucrat.
There we go. We just made a moral choice. Curse you.
Yeah, well.
They're gonna get more
involved. Just doing my job.
Yeah,
my family's more important than yours.
They're gonna get more involved. You're gonna see that it's actually gonna get quite complicated. These sort of politics and dynamics.
Couple months, so that matches. Okay.
There will be times where your supervisor comes by and says, "I need you to let this person in."
Ooh.
It's gonna get kind of crazy.
83. Enter by. All right, that's fine. That's fine. Okay. I hope I was right on them.
It's pretty nerve-wracking, right?
Oh,
you get it right? Nope.
No. What? Why?
Incorrect purpose response.
What?
They said the wrong reason. They said a different reason for why they're entering.
Oh. God.
I know it's pretty.
How do they know? How do they know that?
I know it's like the all-seeing eye, isn't it?
God.
Okay. A couple weeks, 14 days. Transit. He did say transit. Let's check the names on that.
So, where's the reasoning?
Transit. Purpose is transit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I see it.
Do you see anything wrong with this one?
No.
What about the names?
Yvonne and Benjamin.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Could be his brothers. Could be his fathers. Who knows? Could just be a misprint. My name was changed recently, so let's fingerprint him, see if he's lying or not. Are there any known aliases?
Nope.
Okay, so wait. Even before we... Okay, so let's discrepancy the alias with any of the names. Discrepancy, yep. Interrogate him. I know nothing about this. Not good enough. Let's get rid of him.
Yeah. Let's get him out of my line.
Sounds like he's actually taken his passport from a family member and that he's trying to get by because he's that desperate, right? Because people are in this desperate situation.
Well.
Oh, we get our friend Georgie.
He's back.
And he's made his own passport for us.
Oh, no.
Pre-approved. Stamp here. Our South Coast still best country ever. And I don't even know what the discrepancy in this point. I don't even know what to do. He's made up his own country, Cobristan. Discrepancy detected. This passport is crude fake. Hey, now it's not true. Is pre-approved. Okay, so I don't think we can take this guy. It's up to you if you want to admit him. You can admit him. He will say something kind of funny about it, but it's up to you. Sorry, Georgie. Cobristan is not a real country. Okay. You know, like passport, I understand. I come back with a better one. And he'll be open about the fact that he's just buying these passports and making them himself. He's not even pretending that there's no corruption. Every time he comes back, he'll have a different story, and it'll be kind of funny.
Alright, so Ostotska ID card, 184. I can take my time with this guy.
Yeah. So you say it's a guy then? It's a little tough to tell sometimes, but I think this is a male portrait. Why do you ask? Well, clearly.
Clearly, I don't know.
Yeah, so I think this... Yeah, let's get rid of this dude. Height and weight do match, just in case we are still checking height and weight. But we've already denied him, her, whatever.
Oh.
Yeah.
Alright.
And that's the end of our day. So we'll do one more day after this one. But just so you know, like, and you can tell me, you're feeling the pressure to really perform, right?
Oh.
You want to get... Okay, so that last one didn't count. Apparently we took too long with that last one.
Oh, lame sauce.
We only processed 6. So we've lost $25 today.
Whew. We're about to lose more.
Really? We might die. Well, I mean, it's up to you. It's up to you. I don't know what happened. I've never not bought food 2 days in a row. And just so we're aware, we actually do get the opportunity as the game goes on.
I'm assuming we have a lot of blankets.
Yeah. Just so you know, we get the opportunity as
my son's sick again. Ah!
Yeah, as the game goes on, we get the opportunity to upgrade our class of apartment. We can go up to a class 7. We can even go up to a class 6. I think you can go up as far as class 5.
Okay. Well, I'm going another day without food and heat.
Oh, wow. Okay, we're really pushing it this time.
Yeah.
So, Republican track star wanted for murder. Vince Lestrade's whereabouts unknown, has likely fled Republia. Who do you think we're going to see today?
Lestrada.
That's right. He's going to come by our booth. We're going to decide what we're going to do with him.
Girlfriend killed in jealous rage.
So he's killed his girlfriend.
Oh, he's getting arrested once I come across Vince Lestrada.
Okay, so we're going to watch for him. Because he'll probably have valid documents. So we got to remember that name, right? We got to remember Vince Lestrade. Okay, we're now allowed to detain people, which means we send them into the building that nobody ever seems to come out of.
All right.
Interrogate discrepancies, and that's the rest. Everything else is just, yeah.
All right, that's all the same.
So we'll get our rule book out.
All right, so it's the same as yesterday, but now I'm looking for Lestrada.
I'll keep a special lookout for him because I kind of, I played this game enough times. A lot of this is old hat, so.
All right.
Transit.
14 days. 14 days.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the names match up, right? And the
Katrina Cheskolska. Javolska.
Yep. Passport numbers match up, right?
No.
No, they don't.
What's your deal, girl?
Check again. Oh, we're going to detain her. Hey, wait, do not arrest me, please. Too late. Just deny my passport and I'll go away. We could have saved her.
Nope.
Now she's going to jail.
She is going to jail. That is an illegal offense.
She is going to disappear. Nobody will ever see her again. And that's a decision that we made.
Don't come through Arstotzka with fake passports. Allegedly. Forever?
Yeah, immigration.
Okay. Immigrate. Yeah. Of course. Corista City.
I think that's okay. We can check it if you want.
I am checking this.
Because, just so you know, United Federation is...
Okay.
It's sort of the fake U.S. one. It's the one that represents the U.S. So
yeah.
I think that represents Kansas City. That's how I remember it. Kansas City.
Yeah.
So this one's okay. We can let him through.
Very good, sir. Glory to
That's no
Ostotska.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, what? Why?
Invalid expiration
I
date.
didn't-
We missed one of the dates.
Transiting elsewhere. Duration stay a couple days. Okay,
What's this
that
guy's
matches
name?
Up.
What's his name?
Vince. Oh, you!
These are all valid documents. What are we going to do with them? What kind of ethical choice are we going to make in this situation? We're gonna get cited. If we deny them, we're gonna get cited.
So how do I...
You can just deny them.
Yeah, but how do I detain him?
You can't unless you have unless you can actually show that his stuff is wrong, that his passport's wrong. You can't detain him. It's up to you. It's up to you if you want to admit him or not. This is the guy that killed his girlfriend.
He is not allowed in Ostotska.
Yep. Okay, so we've thrown him away. We're gonna get a citation for that.
What? Why?
Because there's nothing wrong with his passport. We're just a cog in the wheel.
But
We're not allowed to have our own thought. This isn't a democracy.
Ah!
I know, it's a totally different way of thinking, right? Now we understand how things function in these kind of societies.
I was protecting the citizens. Few months. Visit. Okay.
It's totally fascinating, isn't it? One thing I'll point out to you right away is that the pictures are different.
Yes, they are.
So we're gonna have to fingerprint them because a different picture doesn't mean anything, right?
Right.
I mean, I look nothing like the pictures on my ID, so I'd hate to I'd hate to have this myself as a border guard looking at my own IDs. Looks pretty good though, right?
It does.
Yeah, I think he's clear.
Cause no trouble. Don't you cite me.
I know, it makes you so nervous, right? It's like you just hate to see that citation thing come up. This is not my choice. I hate this damn country. I am just passing through. Duration of stay, as little as possible, 2 days. We have somebody with some serious attitude here. All right.
Okay. Ugh.
Is that an ID card that we need?
Citizens must have an ID card.
What about an entry permit? There we go.
Oh. Okay. Petroska?
So the names match? Passport numbers?
Yeah.
Yeah, great. Okay. Fantastic, and everything else is correct, I believe. Unless I missed something.
Don't you cite me.
Nope, she's okay.
Don't you cite me. Okay. Where's your passport, girl?
Good question. Just so you know, the information she just gave us does actually match with the entry permit.
Ugh.
But it's so annoying to have people who just buck the system like this. They just don't fit in. It does match. Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Are we sure that it's a male? Just so you know, I would deny this person. You get cited if you allow her through. But
Pippa. Yeah, that's a female name.
yeah,
Oh shit.
you can still deny it. You just can't deny and then approve later on.
There we go.
And that has political implications. There's a bit of a subtext there as well. You can't deny something and then later approve them. If once they're denied because you always want to deny as many people as you can.
Oh.
So just so you know, the way today is a beautiful day, friend. We finally become free from integrity and tyranny. What happens if his passport's wrong, though?
Integria, male.
Looks good. Let's get him through. Yep. Just get it back to him. And notice, there is another stretch. Please be kind to my wife. She is just after me. What do you think what do you think about the wife's passport?
It's probably going to be wrong.
And how many citations do we already have?
2.
If we have one more, we're going to get fined $5. There is the husband going through. He's about to pass the guards right now. What's going to happen to the wife? She doesn't have the right things.
Please, I bet. Well, that's a shame.
She's begging us. I will be killed. She's telling us she's going to be killed. You already denied it. It's too late. You can't approve it now.
She, better have counted her chickens early.
You have doomed me. So this is a character who will probably die.
Oh,
and that's the end of the day.
Oh.
End of day 5. Your family needs medicine. There's a booth upgrade available. So now we can actually use keyboard shortcuts. So now we have to buy medicine for 3 people. Not just one, we have to buy for 3 people. You have the option of spending an extra $5 to upgrade your booth. You do not make nearly enough money to pay for this stuff.
Why I saved money.
So people are still going to keep on. You're getting pretty close to dead. Actually, I think you wouldn't survive. I don't think I don't even think you're going to survive the next day. There are 20 endings to this game. Some of them do include death. A lot of them include imprisonment. Some of them include escaping to other countries through forging your own passports of your own. And if you can believe it, Georgie, the comic relief character from the game, is actually going to help us forge our own passports later on. You can also play the game and just do everything with that the totalitarian government wants. And you can have an ending that way where you actually succeed through just being really good at your job. You can also tick off the wrong supervisor, and then he can send you to jail that way. So you can keep on playing the game, and I'm just going to spend another couple of minutes talking about other things that can happen in this game. Just to really...
Lestrade was apprehended in Kolechia.
That's right. So as it turns out, Vince Lestrade actually did not get away with it because we sent him back. And so that does show up in our bulletin.
Yeah, so I did a good thing.
Yeah, so you just keep on going through the game, and I'll just talk about the various things that happen, because it does develop. Even though it stays on that one screen, there are a lot of different things that happen. At some point, you're going to get tranquilizer darts, because there are going to be enough of these terrorists going through that you're going to actually have to be responsible for stopping some of them yourself. It's going to get very violent later on, with things like motorcycles trying to jump the barrier.
Now I need a work
things
pass.
Like that. There will be a point where you start meeting members of a resistance group, a shadowy resistance group that's trying to overthrow the government. And it's up to you to admit their members through with their fake IDs and all that in order to overthrow the Ostoskan government if you so choose. And that's one possible ending. But it takes a good deal of skill to do that.
So now they have to have a work pass on top of everything else.
Workers must have a work pass. So if the reason to come through is to work, then they must have a work pass. Yeah.
Whew. All right, I'll do this and you can talk.
So, educational benefits of this game. Here, one of the main things I find in history, the really difficult thing to get across to students, there's your work pass right there. The difficult thing to get across to students is just what it feels like to be this historical person. It's so difficult to do that from a textbook. You can't do it in a lecture. You can tell people what it's like. They're not going to understand. They have to experience it for themselves, and that's where immersion really comes into play. You have to be able to have an immersive experience, and that's why I like to use so many movies when I'm teaching history, because it's that's the closest thing we can do to actually empathizing with people. A game like this goes so much more beyond a film, because not only we don't just sympathize with something we see on screen, we are that person. In this situation, we are making these decisions for ourselves, and we are actually seeing the consequences of them. And stuff like that. So that's where the real benefit for this game comes into play. There are drawbacks. For example, you can see the skill cap is quite high. You do need a serious tutorial to come into play. The content is a bit on the mature side sometimes, as we see from these constant business cards that we're getting from these strip clubs. But at the same time, I do see it as valid for a high school curriculum. I do think high school students should know that these are very sleazy places. A lot of these women, as you're going to find out later as it goes on, you're going to find out that it's not a mistake that all these women are coming across to work in the strip club. They are specifically being recruited as part of a sex trade. That is going to come across later in the game. It's not just one of those things where they just think it's funny to have business cards from sex clubs. That is a major thing in these Eastern European countries. The sex trade in Europe, it still persists to today.
Oh yeah, it's really bad in Germany right now with Romanians and Hungarians going into the country.
Yeah. And you know what? I totally recommend you do?
There was a whole street in Hanover where it was nothing but prostitution.
Okay, please help me. She said she slipped us a note. A man named Derry Ludum promised me and my sister good work in Arstotzka. He's going to force her to work in a brothel as a sex slave. This is where we're learning about this.
Ooh.
Please do something. You can remember that name. It's
Danny
up to you.
London.
Yeah, it's up to you if you want to save these people or not. The newspaper will reflect it. We're not going to get to that point in this video, but depending on who you let through or not, it's going to change these people's lives.
Alright, got an ID card. I'll move that over there.
The heights and weights do match up.
Yeah, she's tall.
Is it a she? Does it look like a she to you? So this is the part. This is the only part where nudity is going to come into play, because we're actually going to search this person. Are you a woman or a man? As the document says, we're going to actually say search. Oh wait, no, we can't do that yet. That must be a later date. Okay, we're just going to refuse this person. You are allowed to search people because we turned nudity off in this run through. As you can do that in the settings option. You see their underwear. Otherwise, if the nudity is on, you see their private parts, but it's in a picture format as part of like a scanner kind of thing. It's not like a sexualized thing.
Whoa, Babruska here.
There you go. Dentistry. She's going to be a dentist until. What does that date say? Is that date okay?
It's not.
So like I was saying, the skill cap is quite high. It's quite difficult to explain this game, especially for seasoned gamers. It's difficult, and both of us are actually play a lot of video games, and this is still a quite difficult game to get a hold of. My entry permit is longer than I need. That doesn't seem to be valid, though.
No. No. Sorry.
That's weird. That's a weird response, though. I wonder if there's something wrong there. We might get a citation. I'm not sure.
I don't know why. I mean, the expiration date
Okay, so she just
expired a while ago.
Here's Georgie. Here's
He's back.
Again. Old friend, hello.
Oh.
I am back. This time everything's set. Is everything set? He looks like he's missing something. He's not a citizen, though. He's a foreigner.
He's not.
Foreigners, yeah, there you go.
You're missing...
Oh, man, you funny guy. So...
Okay. That's a good job. Good job indeed.
So with a game like this, I see a lot of potential to like actually be able to synthesize a lot of these different elements. You can tell people these different things, that there are like buildings that people go into and never come out of, and that it's a very oppressive society. It's very difficult to work under these conditions, and that you're constantly under threat of like losing your house and your home and things like that. But kids, you tell them that, they're not going to totally understand it. They're really not going to internalize it. Having them experience it for themselves and make their own decisions to decide whether their family's going to eat that day or save up money for later on, I think it hits a lot home. It hits home a lot further. I think this is a good supplement. This is a good substitution for like textbook work, that kind of thing. So that's exactly where I see a game like this fitting into the curriculum. Anything to do, any kind of history course that deals with 20th century totalitarian regimes, such as a grade 10 history course, this is totally great for it.
I agree, John. This is very... I can see the difficulty curve gradually increasing.
It does. So remember, this is that guy, right?
Stop with the... Oh, it is.
You come down. He gave us a business card as well, so we're being reminded that this is the guy. What are we going to do for him? Are we going to let him... Because these are valid documents, I'll tell you right now. Otherwise, the choice isn't really there, right? But the fact is, he does have valid documents. You're going to approve him.
I'm going to approve him.
I wonder if you could have given him the note, too. You see that note on your desk?
Oh.
I wonder if that was also an option.
Darn, I didn't even think about that. But he had valid documentation. I want to keep my job for my family.
So there you go. We see the self-serving part coming into play. Visiting friends, staying for 2 months.
Yep. Okay.
Everything else is okay.
Yeah.
And just so you know, these encounters, there are some scripted encounters, but all of them are totally random. Everything that's just an unscripted thing is absolutely totally random.
Transit. Okay. Okay. Wait a minute. Colechia, West Creston.
Oh, Colechia, West Creston is a real place in Colechia.
Okay.
It's a real fake place. Do you feel addicted to this game? Do you feel like you actually want to play more?
I do.
I mean, I can definitely see kids would rather do something like this in class than normal classwork. I can see there being that appeal as well. I know there are certain people who are just not into video games, like teenagers as well. Oh, look at that.
Oh, boy.
Oh, this is a pretty major, yeah, there we go.
Colechia, uh-oh.
So we just let in somebody who had some kind of contraband on them. This is what's going to allow us to start having the body scanner. They're going to install a body scanner for us now.
Ouch.
And just so you know, even though the day was cut short...
Oh, my rent went up.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Oh, that's garbage.
Your rent went up. There are some times where the day is cut short, like right after like the second person. And that's too bad for you. You only got to make $10 that day.
Ugh.
Right? So you can see you're really cutting into your savings quite a bit now. So what are your thoughts on this? Do you feel like you're? I know.
Well, I personally can relate a lot to it because I have a lot of family that immigrated from countries like this.
Yeah.
I dated a girl whose family grew up during communism.
Yeah, in Romania, right?
Yeah. I met countless people during my stay in Germany who actually preferred the East German totalitarian government over, democracy.
Yeah,
just because everything was provided for them.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's very interesting. I like it.
It does kind of like paint the picture.
And it's got addictive elements to the game that make you want to do better every time.
Especially like a competitive person. Just so you know, the game lasts for a total of 30 days. You do a full month. And it does start getting the plot lines do start getting quite intense. Actually, there's going to be a point where a guard's going to come up to you and say, "Look, if you start doing this, I'll get a bit of a bonus. If you start just detaining people randomly, I can kick some of that to you." You're going to get a lot of offers for bribes. So your poverty in this situation, there are going to be other ways to alleviate this through bribery. You're going to get to choose whether you want to be corrupt yourself. And so we'll get to see how corruption actually plays into these totalitarian regimes, because you're actually going to feel that desperation yourself.
Ooh.
It gets pretty intense. It doesn't stay this simple, and maybe this doesn't even seem simple to you. But
yeah, it doesn't. It would definitely take practicing a few levels, a few days, you could say, multiple times, and then that's how you get farther in the game.
Yeah.
So it has those old school elements that the level of difficulty requires you to play the game and get better at the previous levels.
Yeah. And just from a logistical point of view, let me just say this will run on any computer. You can even do it on tablets if you need if your school has tablets, it'll run on tablets. It'll run on like smartphones. This is a very low. It doesn't require like super good hardware to run this game. I mean, you can tell it just by the way it looks. But yeah, it's actually quite an easy game to run. The entire disk space is like 20 megabytes. It's very, very small.
Yeah, it took like 2 seconds for it to get on my computer.
I clicked download this game. It was downloaded as like literally the second I clicked it. It took no time whatsoever.
Well, John, I enjoyed playing it.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know what?
I felt like I learned a little bit too at the same time.
Thanks for sitting through my lesson. That you were really handy. I could never have done this if I was trying to play at the same time, because my brain would have just been stuck doing like the old processing stuff, right? So yeah, that was a giant help.
Yeah, no problem.